Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. It's Thursday. It's Korner Booth pregame.
No debate, cause it's off. I'm too official, got the drip, I got the sauce. Bring the proof when it's time to tell the truth. I'll be at the corner booth, find me in the corner booth, yeah. Still standing and defiant. Slay the competition, cause I'm walking like a giant. Bring the proof when it's time to tell the truth. I'll be at the corner booth, find me in the corner booth.
Love to see this team add another receiver, whether that's trade or free agency.
That's okay. Pittsburgh's the AARP retirement home.
There's a bunt record. That person's never going to have to worry about that thing ever getting broken.
I hate analytics. I think it's ruined the game I grew up loving.
I will do unspeakable things for the Giants to win this rule.
Oh, pause. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Korner Booth Pregame Podcast. I am your host, Jerry Klim. Technically, we are pre-gaming the Monday Night Doubleheader that kicks off in about 5 minutes. We're going to be a little late to the party for Jets and Dolphins. Listen, we're all here for my boy Maddie tonight. We're here in solidarity for him. By the way, happy anniversary to him and his lovely wife, Bianca. It is their second year anniversary. That's why he is not here tonight. So joining me as my co-host is a happy Notre Dame and happy Giants fan. Maybe not a happy Mets fan, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. Ladies and gentlemen, host of 3rd and 10 with our boy Nate, Brian Giminaro.
What's up? I mean, I'm a miserable Mets fan right now. I don't think there's any better way to describe
I warned you about the baseball gods. They do exact revenge. You throw a baseball game to keep your team out of the playoffs. Yeah, that's what happens.
Yeah, no, not good. But hey, at least my football team's won. That's not a given anymore. So that's all I'm rolling off of right now. It's football season.
Here's this very good iced tea. Yeah, dude. Amazing Sunday, amazing weekend for you, man. Like you got Jaxson Dart with the first win of the season with the Giants. It comes a little bit of a cost, unfortunately. So sorry about
most neighbors. Nice things. We can't have
nice things. Well, it's also the Johnsons and the Maras. Well, listen, we root for a speedy recovery for John Mara, who's diagnosed with cancer.
100%. Thoughts and
prayers to him and the Mara family. But to whoever's running the team and the Johnson, whatever morons running the Johnson family, get rid of the turf. It's time. You just lost your superstar wide receiver for nothing. Brian, I know you went to Danbury High School, so you guys had turf. I went to Pomperaug. No, same thing.
Bethel High School. We didn't.
Oh, you went to Bethel High School. Oh, you got grass. Bethel High School is so much better.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I used to look forward to playing at Bethel High School because you know what? I never had to worry about my ankle going out or my knee or anything.
Yeah.
Our turf, yeah, you'd run faster, but you'd also take a hard right real fast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Amazing. It's time. I get it. It's hard to maintain for concerts and stuff, but the link does it. The amount of money they actually save is kind of inconsequential to how much money they'd make if their teams were actually good. This is what I don't get about these cheap owners who try to stick to turf. Like Houston's another one. Like every time my team goes to Houston, I'm like, please go, Lord God, let our team survive with no stupid injuries because the Texans are too cheap. And then it goes to the Meadowlands. Every game here, I got to pray because I watched A.J. Brown go out for the rest of the season with an MCL sprain right before the playoffs. Even though, honestly, the Buccaneers kind of mercy killed us in the 2023 playoffs because that team was abysmal. But, yes, it's still, like, awful.
Still, yeah.
Yeah,
there's also the elephant in the room of the World Cup is coming this summer.
And they said no to they're going to put turf in for the Meadowlands because they were about to get their bid rejected.
Yeah.
That should tell you something. The whole thing is out of control. And shout out to Nate for updating the scores for the six-pack. My guy, our producer, another happy Giants fan this morning. Nate, how you doing, bud?
Hi. I'm ecstatic. It's a great day. If I didn't work today, it'd be even perfect. Ain't it really? When my quarterback gets over here dancing and stuff in the end zone, if I was healthy, I would recreate it because it was so cool to see.
Hey, listen, one day you'll be able to recreate it pretty fast, buddy.
I will definitely.
That's the first thing you have to do when you're ready to go.
Oh yeah,
recreate it.
Oh, for sure. No, I mean that's our quarterback for the future. No, I know it wasn't the most greatest performance, but he looked good. Hey, without his receiver number one, he looked pretty damn good. And I wish Malik a speedy recovery too. Like you said, Brian, we don't we don't get nice things, man. Like when we have a good thing, we have to lose something to or what the
Perfectly
saying
balanced
is.
as all things should be.
And there
Well,
you go.
I will say there are some silver linings to this.
Yeah.
Yes,
We know your team is not going to make the playoffs, so let's pump the brakes there.
of course.
Oh,
But-
we knew that.
Yeah, you have a really fun running back in Cam Scatterbo. Dude, you ever seen the meme from The Hobbit of that troll running headfirst into a wall? And knocking over? That is Cam Scatterbo, 218. This man is literally trying, like, there's a guy on TikTok named Depressed Cowboys Fan. He is the funniest human being on the planet. I would love to get this guy on the show, but I don't think he never puts his actual face on camera. He just yells for an hour about how much he hates the Cowboys, the Giants, the Packers, the 49ers, etc. But he literally calls him a CTE demon along with George Pickens, who, by the way, went ballistic last night.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, like, this is what happens when you give George Pickett a non-AARP quarterback, or at least a quarterback with a decent deep ball. Sorry, Russ. You know what? Something to be said about this. You talk about, like, winning the locker room. Like, Jaxson had his boys firing. The defense was ready to rip. Now, I will say this. The West Coast teams going to the East Coast never goes well. The only team that does well is Seattle. Seattle is the only team with a winning record, I believe.
There's Road Warriors. I think they're like 11-1 in their last 12 road games, something like that.
Yeah, it's something insane like that. So what cracks me up about this is that, dude, like, the Giants, first of all, Jaxson puts a picture of the opposing team's quarterback on a story of the opposing quarterback's girlfriend, who everyone knows Madison Beer. She's a gorgeous woman, a talented singer. And then afterward wins. Bro, that's demon stuff right there. That is, you are literally trying to antagonize and win. The fact of the matter is that worked. But I was like, I saw that post because I have a buddy who follows Jaxson Dart. He texted me. He's like, dude, you see Jaxson Dart? So I went and checked. I was like, oh, no, buddy, damn it. Justin Herbert's about to throw for like 5 touchdowns. And I'm like, nope, same old Justin Herbert. See, if they put like a picture of like Bree Burrows up, like Jalen Hurts, she might be Bree Hurts now. I'm not even sure what her legal name is. But Jalen Hurts' wife, if he did that, Jalen probably would have done 2 tush pushes, thrown for 450 yards, made sure he force-fed A.J. Brown for an hour, punched Kevin Patullo in the jaw, and then flicked off Jaxson Dart. All in the spanner of 5 minutes, and then probably done at least 1 or 2 Michael Jordan drugs. Like, that's the difference. This is why I've said this for day in, day out. There's a reason I put Lamar and Burrow ahead of Herbert, behind, obviously, the big 3 of Hurts, Allen, and Mahomes, no particular order. It's because at least Lamar and Joe Burrow have some kind of, like, I'm going to get you, the killer instinct demon. Mm-hmm. I don't think Justin Herbert has that. He has some great instincts, but, bro, they had to go to the gun against, I believe it was the Broncos, right? Yeah. And I went on a ballistic level rant last week about how much I don't like Bo Nix. So I think this says as much about the Giants and the resiliency and their toughness and just their grit, and how much the Chargers are still soft. Omari Hampton's not soft. That man is a demon. He runs like he hates the ground.
Yeah.
But he has his feet. But unlike Isaiah Pacheco, who just looks like an annoying little gremlin running down the field, no disrespect, Isaiah. Respect your game. Dude, Omari Hampton looks like a battering ram with legs. Like, it reminds me of Steven Jackson with a better 40 time. Like, that's the vibes I get. For those of you who don't know who Steven Jackson is, go do some homework, you unintelligent swine. Just kidding. We love you. But, like, Steven Jackson, one of the greatest running backs from 2004 to, like, 2012. The man was an absolute menace with the ball in his hands. Dude got leveled by, I think it was Sean Considine, got up, helmet off, dreads flying, first down after he basically got his bell rung, and it's, like, flexing. And, by the way, the NFL, you suck. The taunting rules are stupid.
Oh my God. I can't. I hate them
so dumb.
much.
So, yeah. Cooper DeJean makes a tackle. Goes like this. That's taunting. Just kind of leaned with it. So apparently a fat Joe line, lean with it,
yeah.
That, whatever. Okay. I'm getting ahead of myself here. Is apparently a penalty. I am sick of this crap. But back to the Giants and back to the topic at hand. The Giants looked fun. Brian Daboll looked the happiest he looked in
Brian
years.
Daboll's never been that happy.
Dude, I don't think he's been that
Anytime
happy
it's,
since
It's been a
he was at-
minute.
he's
It's been
been
a
winning
minute.
playoff games and didn't
The
look
last
that
time
happy.
he was that happy, he was coaching Jalen Hurts at Alabama.
Yeah,
It's
probably.
been some time. It's been
Probably,
some
yeah.
time. I will say, I think just to keep my Giants point short, the three things I loved the most was the first drive that Dart led, which led to a touchdown run by him.
Mhm.
I think it was the third down play that
Yeah.
sealed the deal to Theo Johnson, and then of course the big man Dexter Lawrence with that interception.
Oh my
he was
God.
so close.
He was
He was
so
so
close.
close.
I don't know what I would have
Hey,
done
Nate,
if Dexter
I
Lawrence
hate to be that guy.
had scored.
Jalen Carter would have scored.
I know.
Wow.
Carter. No, well, technically,
Well,
Carter
also,
did run
you got to
faster
respect
than
Jalen
Lawrence.
Carter is a freak. Like,
Yeah.
if this dude trains as hard as like Lane Johnson or Jordan Davis does, he'd probably be as big of with like Warren Sapp level talent. But he is a big dude. He trains enough. I'm not saying he's lazy. I'm just saying like, dude's a menace, and he's a bigger guy. Imagine if he was an edge rusher with I don't know, because this is no disrespect. Jalen Carter is probably my favorite player in the Eagles defense. And
yeah, I think he ran like 19 miles an hour on that block, and then Lawrence ran like 17. So technically, Carter is faster. I mean, let's
that
be
was
honest.
Davis, technically.
My apologies.
Yeah, it's all good. No, but Jordan Davis is a freak. Like, Jalen Carter is not going to beat you on a straight head sprint because that's not his God-given talent. His God-given talent is 5 yards and slam you to the turf.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think the best text in our group chat the other day, Nate, was there was something so satisfying about watching Baker Mayfield get planted after he's been like running his mouth the entire drive. Like, for those of you who didn't watch the Eagles-Bucs game, the Bucs were driving, and it looked like the Red Sea opened, and Moro Ajomo and 5 different Eagles just planted Baker Mayfield. And I'm like, yes! Finally! Also, shout out to Zadarius Smith yesterday for actually being kind of a menace rushing the passer.
I forgot you guys had him.
Yeah, dude, he was playing great. I was like,
Brian Burns, your new NFL sack leader for two.
Yeah, Brian Burns is coming alive in the second year as a
Yeah,
Giant.
that's
Kind of a
fair.
slow start last year, but this year, this was the Brian Burns.
I think
we were
a
promised.
sack each game.
it's I'm
slow,
really
but
impressed with
yeah.
how he's playing. I mean, listen, we'll trade us Kayvon. We'll throw you a 4th round pick for him.
Nah, we need him. I
No, I'm
wanna
upsetting
keep him.
Kayvon into
I
this.
mean, listen, it's
keep
like,
him.
well, listen, apparently it's that, or we go get like Bradley Chubb. That's the new word on the street. So
All right,
apparently
I'll
there's
give-
like
I'll give you
5. There's
Kayvon-
apparently
I'll give you
like
Kayvon so you could not have that.
yeah. Listen, there's like 5 teams apparently that are in on Bradley Chubb, and we're like the last one. But like apparently with Nolan Smith out till November 2nd,
Mhm.
and the Eagles just wanting to stack defensive pieces like Pokemon cards.
Yeah,
At this point,
gotta
like,
catch them all.
dude, like I don't even care if we get Chubb. Like, I would have been okay if we went and got like one of these younger dudes who's like a little unproven. Just like throw him in there, like get us a menace
Yeah.
down there.
Someone that might
But-
get like a change of scenery type thing, like not working out with the team he drafted with, needs that kind of fresh start.
Well, you
to
see
get
what
going.
my thing is today.
Oh, I mean, yeah, you're 100% right. He needs.
Oh,
to go.
I listen, and also by the way, Maria Taylor, you need to educate yourself. I am a fan of yours. You are one of the best female broadcasters, one of the best broadcasters in the country. I'm a fan of yours. My family's a fan of yours. My mother actually like looks forward to Football Night in America to watch you like run your show because you are one of the best. Check your sources, girl, because what AJ Brown posted was a Bible verse.
Yeah.
It is Matthew 10:14. For all you at home with the good book, all right, go look it up. It is a Bible verse. I'm trying to tell y'all right now, like,
Wasn't he doing this last year too? Wasn't he posting cryptic
Yeah.
stuff like this? Like this is a
He-
nothing story.
I know. So
Thank you, Matt,
Matt's
for the
at
condolences.
dinner right now.
Thank you
Brave
for the
man.
condolences.
It's okay. We'll talk about the Mets in a second, but I just want to go on my rant for like 5 seconds. Saquon Barkley's averaging 2.2 a carry. AJ Brown and Devontae Smith have only hit over 100 or close to 100 once, and each of them only have 1 touchdown this entire season. That's awful. Listen, I get it. You win games by any means possible, but this offense has more weapons than a prepper's back storage unit. Dude, I'm serious. Like, and it's not. And also, you ever come to consider? Yes, AJ and Devontae are pissed, but they might get like their jollies out of seeing you idiots in the media freak out. I'm not calling anybody specifically an idiot, but it's every year. It's Colin Cowherd after week 1 going, "Oh, I think AJ Brown should be traded." It's like, bro, shut up. We get it. You don't want the Eagles to keep winning because your precious Rams aren't going to beat them. Yeah, it's kind of fun owning real estate in Sean McVay's backyard every year.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, Nick Sirianni's now 5-0 against Sean McVay.
5-0, my God.
That's some demon stuff, right? I love it.
That's we're entering like Saban, Kirby,
And
Smart
I believe
type territory.
Doug Peterson was 3-1 or 2-1. Like the Rams, I believe the Rams haven't won back-to-back games against the Eagles since like the Andy Reid era.
I'm trying to think the last Rams win. Was that when Carson Wentz
2020 when Wentz just started chucking like darts at the wrong team. But 18 was the LA heist, we called it, because this was right after Wentz got hurt again and Foles came in. We were like 12-point underdogs. We ended up winning. And then it was before that, it was the ACL game where the Eagles were kicking their butt up and down the field. Then Wentz gets hurt. And then they start coming back and Nick Foles just hangs on. So listen,
that's before the legend of Nick Foles. That's when Nick Foles was like,
that's
might not start a playoff game. They thought about I'm sure you remember there was talks that they should start Nate Sudfeld for that divisional round game against the Falcons because of how bad Foles looked.
Well, it's so funny. Foles had one great game against your Giants where he threw like 4 touchdowns, but everyone forgot like Chip Kelly, Nick Foles was like elite, and then he got hurt, and then he got traded, and it was like. I swear to God, Chip Kelly literally just used a magic 8-ball to make his GM decisions. Should I trade our best quarterback we've had since McNabb?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I want Sam Bradford. What? No. Okay.
Should I trade for our all-pro running back for a linebacker and then go out and sign an all-pro running back that's nowhere near as good?
Or who doesn't fit our system?
Yeah, it made no sense. It's like, you already had that. Why did you trade something else? I tried so hard to be positive that 2015 season. That was my first Eagles game with my first was 2008 Eagles-Giants in MetLife playoff game. That was my first one. Oh,
Asante Samuel, the phone call game.
Yeah, that's the game where Plex shot him. Well, Plex
no, that was the season Plex shot himself, but that was like that was the game where like it was D-Jax's rookie year.
Yeah.
Asante Samuel picked off Eli and ran it back to the house. McNabb was going ballistic that game. It was a crazy game. But then I didn't go again until 2015, where I was miserable at that game because I was hungover the entire second half. That game sucked. Like, and that season sucked. I hated it. The most fun I had was the game that Pat Shurmur was the head coach for one game, and Murray ran for like 56 yards on one carry, and then he hurt his hamstring against you guys for a touchdown. But I digress. But we'll go back to this, and we'll talk a little bit about I guess this will be the first game of the 6-pack. We'll kind of break down. We're going a little out of order today, but might as well just steer into the skid. This game was 24-3 right before the that bomb of field goal by McLaughlin. Dude, guy's a menace. Yeah. 65 off the rip. Like, damn, dude, it's impressive. The Eagles had all the momentum in the world. They could not be stopped. And I don't know if Kevin Patullo like took a couple shots of Fireball at halftime, or like he maybe took a sleeping pill or something, or him and he like Jalen Hurts said something to him because I'm going to lose this game. Or he had the Bucs covering. I'm not sure. But the play calling in the second half was awful. Dude, like the fact they couldn't even get A.J. Brown the ball until that one quick slant was like, why? You know what? This guy has until I mean, I'm calling for this guy to lose his job. I seriously, like,
how could you not? I mean,
this guy doesn't know what he's doing.
It doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like.
Give Jalen the damn offense, because he ran a better offense than you did against L.A. And like, I don't know what's up with the offensive line. Maybe it's because the only person they lost was Mekhi Becton. Yeah, they've lost Lane Johnson now twice.
But is Mekhi Becton really that big of a loss? Like,
but he's a mammoth.
Big, yeah,
he's and also Tyler Steen's not a bad. I don't know I think also teams are stacking the box on Philly.
Oh yeah. Well, they're trying to change Saquon. I
think Patullo is so stupid he doesn't realize they can't throw over the top. So, I mean, But listen, I got to give the Bucs credit. They fought back. I also have to say this. Both of those, the Bucky Irving touchdown, the 80-yarder, that was just a good play call. But the throw to Ibuka, where basically if he threw it an inch to the right, an inch to the left, it was picked off. What are you gonna do? That's one of those plays where you gotta do. All I know is the Eagles have Jahad Campbell's a menace. Zach Bond is the second best linebacker in football, or 1A or 1B behind Fred Warner.
Quinyon Mitchell letting these great prospects fall Mitchell in the draft to Howie Roseman is ridiculous. It's like
Quinyon Mitchell's a top 5
corner you can talk about.
Listen, the Eagles secondary is back with a vengeance, and I got to give a shout to Keely Ringo. Besides missing a couple tackles in the open field, dude was actually really good in coverage on Godwin. Like, he kept one of the better route runners in the league in check for most of the game. DeJean's great. The Eagles defense deserves a lot of round of applause. That was all heat by the end of it. They're playing in 100-degree weather. The offense wasn't doing jack in the second half. I guarantee Jeffrey Lurie's probably tapping Kevin Patul on the shoulder. He goes, if you don't start getting our number 1 receiver, number 2 receiver the ball and fixing the running game, you'll be out of a job by the bye week. And I guarantee Lurie will just kind of disappear into the mist, and like you won't hear from him again for a week. Because, you know, Lurie's got that quiet gangster vibe where you walk in, everyone kind of just stiffens up like, yes, sir, Mr. Lurie. But, I mean, that's what I would do if I was Jeffrey Lurie. I'd just walk up and be like, listen, you got a week. Figure it out.
Yeah, that's the one thing I feel like that could like hurt you is just weird play calling where the team plays like a good half. They can't play a full. They haven't played a full game.
Technically, they played the last 3. They played 2 great back-to-back halves.
Yeah,
just the second and the first. It's hilarious how that game ended on a blocked field goal for a touchdown. This game ended on a blocked punt for a touchdown. So, listen. They made the plays they needed to make. The defense stepped up. Jahad Campbell's a menace and should be a nominee for Defensive Rookie of the Year. But yeah, wild stuff. That it's so funny. We didn't think we were going to get him to week 7.
Mm-hmm.
Starts game 1. Nakobe Dean's probably not even. Nakobe Dean's going to be a rotation guy right now. I would love to see them just use Nakobe Dean as an edge rusher.
Ooh.
What happened to Azeez Ojulari?
I think he's on IR, the practice squad.
I know. It was a joke because we're used to it.
I think he's going to get promoted to the starting roster right now because Nolan Smith's out. But Josh Uche's been great. Jalix Hunt has been okay. Zadarius Smith's been pretty good.
The top headline we look up Azeez Ojulari is Eagles can't sideline Ojulari any longer. Top headline when you look his name up.
Hey, listen, I would love for him to go in and be an absolute menace. Seriously, I'm with it. Put the guy in, see what he can do. I forgot he's on.
When he's healthy, he's decent. The problem is he can't stay healthy long enough to.
I think also there might be attrition. Maybe he's he's like a middle reliever type where he comes in for 17, 18 snaps a game, is an absolute menace, and then checks him off the field.
Yeah, that's a perfect way to play him. He's a package type.
I know. Also,
this package go.
The way I looked at that game yesterday was let's get the win, get the F out of here, weather the storm, and we'll go kick Denver. We'll go kick Denver's butt up and down the field next week. And go make Bo Nix cry. Let's just go do that. And also anytime we get to put a whooping on Sean Payton, I'm like, yes. I hate Sean Payton. Anyway, so that was the only we did dabble in the 6-pack for a minute. I want to go back into we'll talk baseball. Regular season ended yesterday. My team was eliminated Friday night after the Padres mercy killed us.
Yeah.
When Zach Gallen, thank God he's a free agent. I'm so done with that guy. Gave up a awful grand slam to Tatis that basically just signified the season was over. Then they got swept by the Padres, and I'm just like, you know what? Kind of fitting.
Hey, but at least it's over on. At least you're done by Friday. You could stop caring Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, my Hurricanes were playing Saturday, so I kind of was just I was hanging with my buddies, and I tried to keep tabs on Oregon versus
Penn State.
I mean,
Great
listen,
game.
I was awful picking games this week. I think I got 3 right. So, everyone was still dead. This was one of those weeks we're all down bad a little bit. I think Brian, you're the only one with a winning record this week.
Woohoo! Gotta make up that ground somehow.
I mean, Matt will make the calculations tomorrow, but I believe you're the only one with a winning record this week.
In college, I know I went 2 for 2. I know that because
3. There's 3 games.
3 games, but my upset was Bowling Green, and they lost.
You don't lose a point though.
Oh, I know. Okay, never mind.
You only lose a point if your gimme misses. So like when I picked Alabama to smoke Florida State and then Florida State smoked Alabama, I was like, okay, that's minus points. That's like because technically I should be running away, but like I've been on fire in the NFL, but I can't nail upsets so far this year.
Mine did.
Buddy, listen, that was America's upset, okay? I think
that was America's upset.
I think the only thing that would have been better is if somehow Russell Wilson like dummied his way into beating the Chiefs.
He did. He played 2 freaking plays on Sunday. I was so pissed when I saw him.
I want Jameis.
No.
Yes.
No.
I want Jameis. You know why I want Jameis? Because he's going to be hilarious. He might make Jalen
I want Jameis to play, but not over Jaxson Dart.
Yeah.
Okay, fair. I mean, listen, I want you guys to trade Jameis to
it's the Bengals.
Oh, that'd be fun.
That'd be fun. Oh my god.
Jamar Chase.
He'd be like a kid in a candy store.
Jamar Chase would break every receiving yards record ever.
T. Higgins.
T. Higgins is the first number 2 receiver to catch 1,800 yards.
Mike Gesicki
breaks tight end receiving yards record. Chase Brown breaks running backs touchdown receiving record.
Turns his whole career around.
Chase Brown carries.
Yeah, I mean, listen. At that point with Jameis, it's just 7-on-7 with linemen. At that point.
Yeah, you just run a Big 12 offense. Just like I'm running air raid today.
All right, in honor of the Pirate, air raid 5 wide. We're doing this.
Yeah.
Oh my lord. Back to baseball. I will make this one point. Diamondbacks get 80% of their like injured players back July or before July. I think Corbin Burns, it's anywhere from 12 to 18 months. 12 months when he got hurt is June. Justin Martinez, May. AJ Puck, June. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. tore his ACL probably late July, early June, whatever. So, I mean, it sucks. But Go get some smaller pieces in the offseason. Unless the Mariners win the World Series, Suarez said he wanted to come back to Arizona. So I'm like, okay, go get Pete Alonso. Apparently you guys aren't re-signing him.
Well, he just opted out.
He opted out. Listen, we'll take Polar Bear Pete in the desert might hit like 60 bombs. Like
he might.
Didn't he? No, he always does well against us in our ballpark.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, the only thing I might
There's very few ballparks Pete Alonso does not do well.
The only thing that might be more fun is if we like pick up Goldie as a DH.
Yeah, one final ride. Yeah, I would like that. I think fits better because it's it's the veteran coming back to his hometown.
We have no first. I mean, listen, we'll tell Pete, hey Pete, you just get the DH every day because the Diamondbacks went over to committed DH.
Because Pete hates DHing. He wants to play first base. As detrimental as it is to the team with his defense,
I think I might be a better defensive first baseman than Pete is sometimes. I swear, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I'm all for getting Paul as a DH and getting Pete as a first baseman, and then going getting Suarez, and then just letting the rest of the guys heal and running with our brigade of like Blaze Alexander, Alec Thomas, and the whole ragtag squad that won 80 games, dude. Like I'm with it. The biggest thing is like get rid. I mean, listen, Erod started pitching better towards the end of the season. I liked Fott a lot. The problem with Fott is you're basically playing Russian roulette. 2 of every 5 starts, he's going to get shelled. But then, like the next start, he'll throw a no hitter through 9 innings. Like that's what it is.
But that's a perfect back of the end rotation piece to have. Yeah, that's a good 4 or 5 starter right there. He doesn't have to.
Brandon Pfaadt has Cy Young winning stuff. He just also has Razzie Award level like pitching selection. I love Ryan Nelson, but I would rather him in our bullpen because he just throws absolute piss rockets and a changeup. And would love Kevin Gankle to get back at some point when his brain finally starts working again. Yeah, honestly, I think the only like healthy guy in our bullpen by the end of the season was either Moreo or Ryan Thompson.
Jeez.
That's it. Everyone else was we had Bryce Jarvis back pitching for us. He's literally one of the worst pitchers in baseball. He was he was our new Tyler Clippard.
Yeah, oh God, Tyler Clippard.
Tyler Clippard on the Diamondbacks is it was almost as bad as Mad Bum.
Wow. That's saying something. Tyler Clippard had a cup of coffee with the Mets in 2015, and everyone kind of forgets about him.
He was nasty with you guys.
He was nasty with us. He was like our 7th inning guy. I trusted him. He got overshadowed because Addison Reed, who was also Diamondback, actually got him from you guys, became the go-to reliever.
Yeah.
He sucked in our minor. He was not like that. He never made the jump in our minor league system, but then he goes to you guys and he becomes phenomenal.
Yeah.
I wanted us so hard to go up to Ryan Halsey, but like the second we lost those 4 or 5 games right before the deadline, the Diamondbacks made the dump. Listen, I was very happy we traded Naylor. He did not work in Arizona. He didn't want to be there.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was pissed. He got traded away from his brother. I get it. Josh, you were fun, dude, but like you were kind of a locker room bum. Gino hurt. Shelby Miller hurt. Merrill Kelly, like, bro, 36 years old, man. You're still dealing. Like, go win. I love he went to the Rangers, and the Rangers finished with a worse record than us.
Yeah,
that is what cracked me up, man. Oh, my Lord.
You're not going far.
Like, Merrill, I think what jinxed them is, like, when we played them in a series, Merrill Kelly was like, yeah, I guess you got to be, if you can't beat them, join them. Then they lost, like, 10 out of their last 15. I'm like, shouldn't have been talking shit.
No.
But
wait,
all right.
Did the Rangers make the playoffs last year?
No. So this is the first time ever back-to-back seasons where the World Series team has not made the playoffs. I mean, Arizona's missed it by a game or two back-to-back years. You don't understand how much this kills my mental psyche. But I understand, listen, like, we'll get there. It's okay, listen, like, if Arizona treads water and gets to roughly about July where they start getting Martinez, Puck, Burns, hopefully back, and they're like 500 or a game or two above. Oh, we'll start killing teams. But it's just like
you had trade deadline a month before the trade deadline.
Here's the 3 things the Diamondbacks cannot do this offseason. Do not trade Ketel Marte. Tell Arizona media to absolutely F off. They're worse than Philadelphia media this offseason. 2, go get a decent pitcher and don't go get a fireballer. Stop with these mid-90s to low 90s guys who, with that Arizona air, get obliterated. Go get a guy who throws 99 off the mound. I guarantee the Reds will probably try to ship out Hunter Green if they can get rid of that contract. There's a bunch of other fireballers. Michael King's another one. Go get a guy who can pitch in the heat. And last but not least, they did the one thing I didn't want. They did the one thing that I wanted them to do was keep Torey Lovello. He earned another season. That was a phenomenal coaching job. Are some of his bullpen blunders not great? Yes. Do we need a new pitching coach? Probably. We definitely need a new base running. Our third base coach cost us about 5 or 6 games this year. And the fact we demoted him to AAA, I'm like, he was totally betting against the Diamondbacks. But I'm done talking D-backs.
The Mets might have some coaches for you because we are going to fire a lot of coaches.
Yeah, don't take this personally, buddy. I don't want anybody from your team except.
Oh, I don't blame you. I really don't blame you.
World Series pick, go.
Ooh, Mariners, Phillies.
Same. The Phillies part. I don't know about the AL.
I do not want to see the Brewers win. I do not want to see the Dodgers win. I do not want to see the Reds win. I do not want to see the.
I want the Reds.
No,
I got
screw the Reds.
Reasons.
Okay.
Screw the Reds.
Give me Padres, Mariners. I feel that'd be fun.
Ew.
Padres, if they can get hot, definitely can do it. I just want to see a LA choke job.
Not the Phillies.
Yes, I'm gonna pick the Phillies, Nate.
Yeah, like Nate. That's like me picking. Nate, that's like me picking the Dodgers.
I support the Mets the whole time this year.
That's different, brother. You're right. That's like you supporting the Angels or the Rangers or the Astros to go to the World Series.
Hell yeah, I love the Angels. The Angels of Anaheim.
Dumbest
name in sport.
They have Mickey Mouse. Because.
Ooh. All right. Obviously, I know you're going to go ballistic on the Mets tomorrow on your show.
Yeah.
Do you want to give the folks at home a little tease?
Yeah. People are saying this is worse than 07. Those people are morons. 07 was way worse than this.
You guys had like 4 potential Hall of Famers in that roster. Like,
and we were up 7. We were up 7 games with 17 to play. Like, this has been
was that with the Marlins who beat you guys out, or was that the?
That was the Phillies.
Phillies, yeah, that's right.
That was Marlins the last game of the season. That
was the Ryan. That was the first year of the Ryan Howard, Chase Utley, Rollins teams. Yeah.
Yes, that was that team. 07's way worse because this was a slow burn. Ever since June 13th, where they lost, they were 5-1 to the Rays, and they had a 6-run 6th inning. They got punched in the face,
and this team went soft and never rebounded. They blew the last, couple of weeks of the first half, have just never been able to get going again. And it's pathetic. It's pathetic and embarrassing. This is a $339 million payroll with no pitching on it.
Yeah, I just put in the chat what game actually was the reason, but we can't say it on air.
Yeah.
But
it was that game. Yeah.
It was that game. Like somebody tweeted it out today. I was like, it was just like.
But the funny part is, like, the game I just described where they blew that run lead was that
game. Yeah, I know, because I have a couple of friends who are Mets. One of my best friends, Brian, also named Brian, is a diehard Mets fan. Like, he went to the NLCS last year when they got absolutely monstrous destroyed by the Dodgers. That 12-3 game where Ohtani went ballistic. The gambler. Can we start calling Ohtani the gambler? Like, I think Kenny.
Yes. Oh my God, yes.
There's
no way that guy. We're off topic. There's no way there's no way Ohtani didn't know his interpreter and best friend was stealing his money. I know he has got billions of dollars. You would know $5 million was missing from your account.
I also love how a former friend of mine is doing a report on the bookie, and they're like saying, "Oh, it was all the guy." I was like, "No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
This is the best. This is the MLB flexing their muscle a little bit and saying, hey, listen, this is the interpreter. This guy is a future of baseball. We cannot do this." Ohtani gives off Mahomes to me, where it's just like I'm getting force-fed Shohei Ohtani, and I'm like, bro, I hate. It's also because he plays for my team I hate the most, so it makes me hate him more. If he went to the Red Sox, the Yankees, the Mets, the Braves, I'm like, oh, yeah, this dude's awesome. No, he has to go to the Dodgers, the team that 99% of baseball despises. So it's like you made him Rob Manfred accidentally made Shohei Ohtani a villain.
Yeah, he did. He kind of did. And, like, he's going to win MVP this year. I'm not saying what he did was bad, but, like, he wasn't the MVP that we've seen the past couple of years. He kind of had a down year.
There's two guys on my team with a better WAR than he does.
Yeah, I was like, well, he pitches. I'm like, well, he didn't pitch for most of the seasons. Well,
he was not even that good. He literally got shelled one of the games he pitched.
We can't keep using Shohei Ohtani pitches and hits as that's why he should win MVP because
I did an MLB the show. It's not that hard.
Exactly. But no, it's one of those things where it's like, okay, this guy did one thing. He did one great season, and now we're just going to have him as like the golden child forever. No,
and it ruins. And listen, I understand making one of the premier stars of baseball. I get that.
That's different though.
But also, you should promote Bryce Harper. You should promote Ellie De La Cruz. You should promote you should promote Corbin freaking Carroll, Skeens, like Aaron Judge. Like baseball has a lot of great players.
Lindor. We keep going on.
Nobody on the Red Sox.
I mean, give it a couple of years. I think we're a few Red Sox.
Yeah, Roman Anthony's a monster. All right, we do have to go back talking some football. But that was a little baseball talk for you folks. Mm-hmm. All right, we're going to kind of go over. Oh, this is a rough six-pack for the fellas. Except for Brian. Brian did okay. Brian, did you go Oregon, Ole Miss, and Alabama as your picks?
I did Oregon, Ole Miss, and Georgia.
So you went 2-1. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Might as well talk the elephant in the room. Drew Adler ends another game by throwing to the wrong team.
So funny.
I told you so, but fellas, I told you so. I trust Dante Moore and Dan Lanning way more than I trust James Franklin and Drew Adler. And Giants fans, you should be thanking your lucky stars this man stayed for another year in college. Because your dumb GM would have taken him over Jaxson Dart. You know he would have.
Jaxson Dart, we would have taken him over Abdul Carter. He was going to go third overall.
I know, and this kid has no idea how to play quarterback right now. The best part is his understudy goes to Mizzou and has way better numbers, and what makes it even better is that they put it up on College Game Day. That is absolutely savage.
Yeah.
Bro is out throwing him, outrunning him, and outplaying him, and it is hilarious. Dude, in Missouri's ranked, or they're close to being ranked. I didn't know how they did last week.
Ranked. If they're not already ranked, give them a couple weeks.
Dude, they're a great team. They took South Carolina to the letter and won.
Mm-hmm. They look great against Kansas. Like they just they're a fun, competent team to watch.
they're definitely like one of those mid-tier SEC teams. Like they're what like South Carolina was last year, where everyone's like, dude, they're a fun team to watch. But like, dude, Oregon, they're the price of admission, man. They are a solid roster. They're out of the teams in the league right now where like, okay, they're a title contender. Everyone's trying to put Miami there. I'm like, let's pump the brakes, kids. Let's beat Florida State, and that's our gauntlet. Our gauntlet's done. Then we can start beating up on the ACC a little bit. But like, let's hope there's no stupid losses to effing Pitt in November. I don't want to talk about it. I want to fight Pat Narduzzi. I'll put that on record.
I feel like the one thing preventing Miami from going anywhere is kind of yourself because
it's Miami.
Your coaches, you guys are always due for one loss you shouldn't have, whether it be Pitt, Wake Forest. One game you go in there, we should be favorite. You play down the competition and you lose.
The key is, has that game already happened? Because we've almost lost 2 games already.
True.
We should have ran Florida off the field. And to be honest with Notre Dame, Miami let them back in the game.
Oh, you guys 100% did.
We played
garbage for
they pulled their foot off the gas. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
So
no, you're right. Notre Dame played like garbage for 3 quarters. It was that 4th quarter when things got better for us.
USF to me also was another game like we should have been way ahead in that game. We kind of like play with our food for about 20 minutes and then start kicking their butts. Yeah, but you know what? Listen, Oregon is legit. I think they're right up there with Ohio State, Miami, and the rest of the big teams up there at the front of the list. RIP to the Pac-12, y'all. But Oregon, please come back. Nobody cares about the Big Ten.
I think it's going to come back because you already have these schools kind of getting a little annoyed about the travel and stuff. It's like, well, I wonder if there was a regional conference you guys could play in. Oh, wait, you guys broke it.
Dude, just bring back the Pac-10. Leave some of the stragglers behind in the Big 12. Like, seriously, just go Cal, Stanford. Go. I have a little. That's not good. I have a little dried. There was a little mishap with some with a can of beer yesterday. I was watching Red Zone, and it dried on my screen. That's real nice.
Great.
Yeah. Sorry, I gotta get a new computer next year anyway. Definitely. It's definitely an interest. I think Oregon's legit. I think Dante Moore has definitely proven like he is legit. So, congrats to Oregon.
I think the big question for Penn State is, you have a conversation about James Franklin. How far can James Franklin really take?
I think this is the same conversation Ravens fans are having about John Harbaugh this morning.
Same thing, and it's the same conversation a Notre Dame fan had for a year about Brian Kelly, and LSU's going to have right now about Brian Kelly. Great
transition. Joey Freshwater gets his revenge. Listen, Landry Kiffin, her and what's his last name? What last name?
Whit Weeks.
Whit Weeks. Oh my God, it's even better.
That's somehow worse than all the ones you just said.
Yeah, Whit Winkle sounds so much better. Whit Weeks and Lane Kiffin, aka Joey Freshwater's daughter, Landry Kiffin. For those of you who don't know, that's an inside joke with the Alabama faithful, and the Korner Booth kind of adopted that with our boy Kev when he was here. He said take the over. It didn't hit, but dude, Ole Miss, they survived, man. I was watching this game at Hoodoo Browns in Connecticut, like eating barbecue, watching my parlay for the day just slip away, and I was like, son of a. I'm like, leave it to Brian Kelly to screw me again.
I know this is a Brian Kelly specialty. It's anytime you see that ranked opponent and he should win, he just does it. I don't know what it is. Why is this guy who has coached 25 years in college football and high-level college football still can't figure out a way to win a big game?
I know. He just can't handle pressure. He doesn't have accountability. The running joke is he has no accountability too. But all I got to say about this game is, dude, Ole Miss is fun. This is their back. They're just winning games, and they're doing it in like the most random ways. This isn't like your daddy's Ole Miss is just chucking the dart around. Like I'm actually chucking the dart around.
Yeah.
See what I did there? I'm a big fan of what they're doing. I think that they'll find a way to lose to Alabama or Georgia before the season's over. But hell, they just gave us some really fun stuff, and I'm very happy for them. I'm very happy for just the Ole Miss faithful in general, because Ole Miss is a fun school, and then they're always kind of like the little brother to the big three in the SEC. So I also just love how Texas is
They were like everyone last season had them as like a lock to make the 12-team playoff, and then they couldn't get out their own way. Now is this season going to be like the makeup for that, where they're kind of like a Cinderella-esque team, go on a big run and kind of sneak in now?
Yeah, I think the other was like Chambliss didn't play terrible, and he's like this new guy on the block. Like, dude, give him a couple of weeks, man. This guy could be legit for the Rebels. So I love it. It's also fun watching college football. You don't have to worry about your team. The only thing that would have been better is if like Miami like was playing like some garbage can opponent and just kicked their head up and down the field. I could just enjoy the other game. But and my cats are here knocking over cans. Yes.
Oh, picked
her up upside down because she was.
I was gonna say.
Well, I mean, like my cat actually likes getting picked up upside down. My sister's cat does not. But that's a whole other thing. Anyway, all right, moving on. We did talk Alabama, Georgia. The game where the game with the guy went Nacho Libre onto the pile. And now it cost them the game.
Yeah.
So congratulations, dude. You blew another 6-pack game for me. Oh my god, I was so mad. And
welcome back, Alabama, to the playoff talk.
Yeah,
Kellen DeBoer kind of erased that loss for Florida State. Kind of watched it with this one.
I know. But listen, Kalen. Also, I got to give a shout out to Alabama. Thank you for knocking off Georgia's home win streak. Miami still remains untouched at 53, I think. And Georgia stops at 33. So
you still have ways to go before you had to worry.
Oh yeah, there was like 3 more seasons of winning, but like seriously, like
it's kind of like when a baseball player gets like 15 hits in a row.
I'd say this is like 25 hits.
25.
Like,
Who's that guy? Was it Mookie Betts like 10 years ago who had like 30 or 40?
It might have been Mookie. Yeah, he got to 30. I know Marte got up pretty high too. I think it was like 20 something.
Yeah.
But dude, like honestly, like it's like nobody's catching that. That is such a freak of nature thing. And like, once you get up to like 35, pitchers are not trying to be the guy who gives up the next hit.
Yeah, no.
So, but yeah, this game was just Simpson was not bad. Stockton was This was your prototypical Bama Georgia game where it came down to the final possession. We had a big man screen pass, which got me so revved up. I was like, I actually was starting to root for Alabama. I was like, oh my God, I'm rooting against my team right now. This is the team I bet on. This is great. Like Stockton was okay, 13-20 for a touchdown. Simpson 2 touchdowns, 38-24. Like it's not an elite level. Like it definitely was a defensive football. This was old school murder ball.
Yeah, this wasn't like the new school SEC we've seen the past couple of years.
Yeah, this was definitely old school, and I guarantee a lot of old school SEC fans were very happy about this. But
this wasn't Jake Fromm and Tua going, back and forth in a national championship game,
or even like last year with Beck versus Milrow for like 8 rounds.
Yeah, still, yeah.
So, all right, that's Alabama, Georgia. Other than that, not really a bunch of other crazy upsets. Everything kind of just chilled. I did call FSU losing to Virginia.
You did.
ACC Friday should be illegal.
My poor buddy was camping and didn't have Wi-Fi, so he was asking me the Florida State scores because he had Florida State in the parlay. I'm like, dude, you don't want to know what happened.
And the fact of the matter is, they
just go for the beer, go to bed.
They fought back, and it's just, dude, like that touchdown, I got called back. I was like, oh, bro. Oh, I know it's you know what the worst part is? Now game day is going to Alabama Vandy instead of Miami, Florida State, and I'm like, even though it's kind of a good thing because I don't have to hear the stupidest shit in the world. I'm like, it's ironic that my least favorite college football team, my least favorite pro football team, both do the same stupid damn chant.
Well, the Braves do it too, and it pisses me off.
It
annoys me.
We've been kicking the Braves' butts up and down the field. They blew an 11-run lead to us in the 9th inning, so we got our revenge on them.
It must be nice. It's normally the reverse when we play them.
Yep,
for some reason, the Braves could go, 6 and 150, whatever, and the 6 wins would all come against the Mets. I promise you.
So this next game gave me a little too much deja vu. I kept yelling, "God damn it, Carson!" I was way too familiar. I was like, son of a bitch. I was so mad during this game. I'm like, dude, This is why you got traded to the Colts, because you did stupid crap like this. Oh my Lord. Dude, honestly, shout out to Kenny Gainwell, though. Give a clap it up.
What
for
a
Kenny
great
G.
game he had.
Dude,
oh my God. Maybe he's playing all his games overseas. It was just his best game.
For him. I'm a huge Kenny Gainwell fan. You know, he won a Super Bowl in Philly, went to a second one. Basically was our best running back in the 2022 run. Yeah. And dude, I was so pumped for him, man. I was like, yeah, my boy. It's like when you see like the guy who was like your I don't know other way to describe it. It's like you see the guy who you want to play in your team, but there's no room, goes to another squad that you really have no issue with. Like, I don't hate or love Pittsburgh. Yeah. You see him kicking ass, you're like, yeah.
I don't like maybe if from a Mets perspective, like a Justin Turner, where like he was just a bench guy for years.
Sour note.
I know. It's I'm just like a bench guy for years. We had to DFA him. He never caught on with us, and then went out to the Dodgers, became one of the best players. It's like,
I was gonna say, I mean, who honestly? Oh, Max Scherzer for us.
That's a good one, yeah. Max Scherzer.
He couldn't really get into the rotation with us. He couldn't really get it together in Arizona. We trade him in the Daniel Hudson deal, and dude's like goes ballistic. He's probably a future Hall of Famer now. You're like, yeah, what could have been? But you're also just happy for him because he was fun.
And there's no guarantee that he would do that for you guys.
Yeah, Arizona had a lot of growing pains.
Yeah. It's the biggest thing where it's my biggest refute to like the Barkley claims. I'm like, Barkley wasn't gonna do what he did with the Eagles with the Giants. It was never happening. I don't like he's doing with the Eagles, but I'm not saying it's not like we would come here and everything magically be different. We would maybe win one more game.
You know what the unfortunate thing is, right now Barkley's struggling, and everyone's blaming Kevin Toole. It is his fault, but you kind of just have to look at it from this perspective. The Steelers can now run the football with two different running backs, Jalen Warren and Kenny Gainwell. Aaron Rodgers looking like it's 2018, 2021 again. DK Metcalf is a bona fide stud. They could probably use a number 2 receiver, but dude, I love it. I'm so happy for Aaron Rodgers to get a little. I know everyone. There's so much hatred for Rodgers, and it cracks me up because, like, bro, like
I think he's just such a weirdo, and like
I could care less. Like, we've had weirdos for all the time in sports. Mm-hmm. A lot of people hate him because of his political opinions. It's just like, who cares? It's sports. Like, I also love how they still haven't taken away first touchdown yet. By the way,
Nate is raising his hand.
Oh wait, no, we have our first touchdown of the game. Miami just scored.
You want to guess who scored?
Ollie Gordon.
What?
Nope.
I'm going to
Ryan.
Oh, Darren Waller.
That's hilarious. Did he start rapping about Kelsey Plum after he scored?
Oh, that's such a great story when he made his music. I was at a Kenny Chesney concert, like waiting in a hotel room to go when Darren Waller dropped his album, and we were just listening to it in the hotel room, cracking up. Like, this is kind of not terrible.
I'll get the song. What is it called? Oh crap! I think it's called like "Take Your Time" or something.
I don't know. I only ever listened to it once, and I'm like, I'm never gonna listen to this again.
It wasn't that bad for me. Like,
it was fine.
It was fine. Not the greatest thing in the world, but yeah.
Darren Waller scored like 7 touchdowns this year, and just really just.
Oh, remember that preseason game where we were like, "Oh my God, Daniel Jones to Darren Waller."
Oh yeah, that's going to be dangerous. Oh.
We don't need a receiver.
I mean, it was a smart move. Joe Shane was smart because it was not a good receiver out there. It just didn't work out.
Yeah, it truly didn't.
Well, we already covered Philly and Tampa, so we're going to go to the "What Are You For Real" Bowl. And Adonai Mitchell, I have been your biggest proponent for years. Are you for real, bro? A holding call on a 50-yard JT touchdown, and then you Deshaun Jackson it on the damn goal line. Wow,
that's just
so talented. I think the kid didn't know what to do because he finally got the ball.
Yeah, it was a great catch too. It was a great catch.
Hell of a run. You know what the problem is? I think everyone's going to think the sky's falling with the Colts. It's not. They're still going to win the AFC South. The AFC South is awful. The Jaguars somehow found their way against the backups of the 49ers. The Texans and the Titans literally tried to beat the hell out of each other, looking like SpongeBob versus Patrick in the hallway in the boating school, just trying to swing on each other. And I'm just like watching this game, and I'm just like, And Cam Ward, the quote of the weekend, I'm going to keep it a buck. He asked. I'm like, this is why I love this. I love that man so much. He's one of my favorite athletes. Bro, he just has no emotion except for being competitive and angry. And just is like, yeah, we ass. I'm like, yep. Oh, yeah. Brian Callahan might be the worst. I think Nate's right. Brian Callahan is committing crimes against the football world with his play calling and coaching.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Shout out to my best friend Josh, who's he was not. I watched the game with him when I was watching the Giants at the same time, and yeah, he's not having fun. He's a Titans fan. He's suffering. I'm like, bro, I'm sorry, but
it's the one time he had his buddy Nate to like cry on because they both suck. It's the first time he didn't.
I know.
Dude, I feel so bad for and like Pete Prisco today tried to make the statement that Cam Ward's getting a bigger leash. He's been just as bad as Will Levis. I'm like, shut up. Like, yo, Pete Prisco, I don't know how this guy still has a job. He legit has some of the dumbest takes I've ever heard. I know he tries to be the antithesis of it, but I watched the tape today. I was like, bro, Will Levis just did stupid stuff. Like, there's nothing to equate it. But then you
see the flashes of Cam Ward. Like, okay, he's not playing great, but like if you watch individual plays, you see the NFL star there. He just needs somebody to come in and take the mistakes out.
Exactly. So, and also I'm a staunch Cam Ward defender. I was a Will Levis defender, but dude, like the plays, like, bro, you're not that dude, man.
No.
Use your cannon arm, drop back, scramble, but don't be making Cam Ward is that dude. It's stupid to me. But yeah, Colts and Rams. Rams get lucky after being outlucked against the Eagles. That's the best way to put it. The Rams aren't that great. I think we were oversold a bag of goods with them. I think they're a solid B+ team, and so are the Colts. They play this game
in the NFC West just because I don't think there's a dangerous team in the West right now.
I 100% agree. I think the Cardinals are a burning fire of tires, like the Simpsons, and I think the Seahawks are a wild card team. Yep. Their defense is great, and Sam Darnold's not bad. Love the running game, and JSN's pretty fun, but
every once in a while, like I just have that fear that Sam Darnold is going to regress back to what we saw, and not even back to when he was a Jet. Last few weeks of the regular season last year, like that did happen. He was a different quarterback week 15 on.
Exactly. So like I look at it from the standpoint of like, hey, listen, his only saving grace is I think JSN is more built for his play style more than like
that's fair. Yeah.
An elite Justin Jefferson or something like that, where like they need more of a consistent downfield passing where I think that JSN can kind of adjust. I think the biggest problem is though, it's like we're gonna see. I think that defense is gonna keep them in games where in Minnesota he was having to outscore teams. So even though Brian Flores did a great job coaching up there, but the thing is they play this game again tomorrow. Colts win. If Adonai Mitchell just doesn't act like a bonehead, they win this game 34-27.
Yeah, easily.
So I think the Rams are oversold a bag of goods. I think they're an 11-6 team. I think the Colts are probably the same. They're both not bad. Indiana Jones still played well. I think they're the first turnover and their first punts. It sucks, but what are you gonna do?
It's football. You're not gonna go through a whole. Even the 07 Patriots punted and had interceptions down to then.
Yeah,
like it's gonna happen.
So, unfortunately, this is what happens every time they do these stupid doubleheaders. I do enjoy the 7 o'clock game because the game's over by 10 o'clock. I can go to bed. Yeah. We missed, obviously. Oh, we didn't get depressed. We didn't get Dark Side Nate today because he's actually just happy. So, no Dark Side Nate this week.
Damn right. Let's keep it that way.
Let's hope.
I mean, for ratings wise, it kind of sucks, but also no cut 3 pick pick 3 cut 5 this week. Matt will bring a new one back on Monday. But yeah, man, for Monday Night Football tonight, I'm rooting for the Jets.
Same.
I want to see our boy Matt get a dub. I want to see Justin Fields get his due. I think that Justin Fields is like the Rick Ankiel of football. Like, dude, the guy has gotten bad breaks every time. I would say not Rick Ankiel, maybe like McCutcheon. Where it's just like, dude, he's been on bad teams. He can't really.
Well, I don't think he has. McCutcheon was an MVP at one point.
Yeah, okay, McCutcheon. Like, who's a player who had all the talent in the world, but just got stuck on bad teams and never really could get his stuff together in his early years?
It's a great question. I mean, there's a few guys that come to
I could tell you in basketball, I'd say like Brandon Roy.
Yeah, it's not a bad one. Yeah, I don't know.
I think Fields is a phenomenal quarterback. I just think the problem is just like
I think Fields. That's why I love when he signed the Jets. Like this is a perfect spot for him.
It's like Gino going to the Raiders.
Yeah, it's like I'm like he doesn't have to be Superman. He just needs to be a game manager. If you can do that, he'll be fine with. He'll have like a 7-year career with the Jets. If he just play smart football. Don't turn the ball over and don't make a bonehead decision, and you'll play the Jets for 10 years.
Yeah, I just I'm pulling for them, and they're down 10-0, but right now they're driving. I think they're at midfield. For the later game, this game is going to be ugly.
Yeah, this is going to be a bad one. This is going
to I think the Broncos will win probably by 10. But like,
think about where we were like just 2 weeks ago. This game was circled as like an offensive shootout. And it basically was going to be if the Broncos could win, it'd be the Broncos defense stepped up.
Bro, oh my God, I feel so bad for Joe Burrow. I do not feel bad for the franchise of the Bengals because they do this to themselves. But dude, like, this sucks.
I mean, Burrow deserves so much better. If he had a GM that was competent, they would rival the Chiefs.
I know it's just unfortunate, and it's feel bad. I'll take the Broncos here. Anytime touchdown, give me J.K. Dobbins. First touchdown. Give me Troy Franklin for first touchdown.
I was thinking that I was going to go Troy Franklin anytime touchdown, and then first touchdown.
Jake Browning over 2 interceptions.
Let's do Sutton.
Jake Browning over 2 interceptions for Jake Browning.
Easy, yeah.
I think PS2 runs one back. Maybe Riley Moss gets into one.
I think this game's over by halftime. I
think the biggest problem is that the Eagles have to play a rough game against the Bucs, and the Broncos get basically a tune-up game against the Bengals.
Yeah, it's a brutal one. So you're saying next week is a letdown spot potentially?
I think that next week's game is going to be interesting. I want to see what I would obviously love to see Philadelphia just shake Bo Nix like a tree, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, no. So he said anytime touchdown, I'm going to take J.K. Dobbins first. I'll take Troy Franklin. Throw in Jamar Chase for a touchdown if you want to get the odds are not there, but if you want to make some quick and easy cash, you probably should get one.
Yeah. Do you really want to trust any Bengal receiver right now? After what we just witnessed against Minnesota, I don't want to even touch. I don't want to touch Jake Browning with a 10-foot pole or whatever they say.
Yeah, same thing. So, all right. Well, a little on the quicker side for the show today because obviously Monday Night Football started, and the next game's kind of a letdown, man. I want to talk more, but there's what am I going to say? Oh, Broncos defense is electric factory, and
it's
the Bengals offense
Joe Burrow was playing. We could talk about
Joe Burrow was playing. We could talk about it for 20 minutes, but it's
how's Burrow going to dissect the defense, all this stuff? It's like Jake Browning. I'm afraid Patrick Surtain's going to just mess with him all night.
I know he's going to try to bait him like Asante Samuel used to back in the day, but
yeah.
All right, and honestly, we're pulling for the Jets, and that's basically it. We talked a little baseball, talked some NFL football. Brand new 6-pack coming at you Thursday. Obviously, we'll have some more guests. Maybe Brian will be back to try to keep catching up ground on Nate. Matt will be back on.
That's the one goal. I gotta beat Nate. That's the goal. I want first, but I need to beat Nate. Yeah,
Nate's like I'm winning this year. I'm like,
Nate have a sibling rivalry in this show because
pretty much.
Show, so
we're buddy on the other show.
No, guys, it's all three of us versus Matt. Okay, that's really what it comes down to. He's won 3 years in a damn row. Before that,
I didn't know that. Hang on, you won 3. I got to break up.
Yeah, I won the first 3 years of this, and then Matt won the last 3. And the problem is Kevin, Mark, and Savannah never kicked up any jersey for me. So I basically was just saying, I guess I'm just going to sit there and just because they never trusted my tally count. But
someone owes you 3 jerseys, and
I'll just take one nice one. Just give me a Jalen Carter, get me a Saquon Barkley Super Bowl or a Jalen Carter or Kelly Green.
I had a giant Saquon jersey that's ash now. You can have that.
You're one of the guys who burned it.
Well, no. First, I used it as a doormat in my college dorm room, and then I burnt it. But I also don't remember burning it.
Okay, so there was alcohol involved, so you're fine.
Oh, there's a lot of alcohol involved.
Yeah, it's okay. Like, dude, like when like they try, like I've been upset before. Like, see, like Deshaun Jackson, that one just hurt. Shady, that just hurt. Mike Vick, that hurt.
But no, those were kind of like Deshaun Jackson. Didn't you guys cut him?
Because he hung out with Meek Mill and it was gang time.
Yeah, and then the Shady.
My favorite thing was when D-Jack and Shady ripped him apart in their podcast. That was the greatest. By the way, it's from like a year ago, but if you want just a good podcast, listen while you're driving. Like they call up Jason Peters, they call up a bunch of retired Eagles, and they just roast Chip Kelly for like an hour. It's so funny. But ladies and gentlemen, you can find Brian and Nate, All Things 3rd and 10 Pod. New show tomorrow live at 12 noon Eastern time. Also on Thursday, 12 noon, Nate and Brian do a little double dip on Thursdays. You will see this show up on, I believe, our pod stream in about probably an hour and a half, give or take, depending on how long it takes my big butt to eat dinner. And then episode should be up on Belly Up's YouTube tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Go give it a watch if you'd like. Leave some comments in the section. I hate this cat so much sometimes. She just knocked over my can. And looks like, did I do that? Besides the animal hygiene that pops up every show, I swear, I'm going to lock her up next time I do my show because my cat behaves. But, folks, have a great week. Hope you enjoy the show. And go Jets.